Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in, family. And we're about fans from LA, fans from the town, fans from Vegas, and worldwide. We got that silver and black pride. Thanks for tuning in to They Follow from Burners with Raider Ragu. I got my main man, uh, Ant, his airness in the building. Say what's good.
What's good? What's happening, everybody? Glad to be back on Victory Monday. So, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Welcome in, and we appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, man. Like you said, Victory Monday. Um, a victory that absolutely nobody thought we were gonna get, except on our channel, we all picked the Raiders to win by 2 and 3 points, and guess what? You know, that's
That's
what
exactly
happened.
what happened. Yeah.
Um, there was a graphic somebody put on X with all of the experts. It was like 8 of them, bro. Might even been
Yeah,
10.
they weren't the only ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
NFL Network, it was like eight of them all said the Ravens. And then on Bleacher Report, you had four streamers who also said the Ravens. One of them said it would be close. He said the Ravens, but it'd be close. The others were like, "Oh yeah, the Ravens taking that, sweeping that. It's gonna be easy." And that's why we watch the NFL every single Sunday. Any team can beat anybody.
yeah, man. And so let's talk about it, man. I'm gonna break it down by the numbers. The Raiders
Yeah.
had 60 total plays. The Ravens had 63.
Okay.
260 yards total for the Raiders, for 383 for the Ravens. Three penalties for 15 yards for the Raiders. 11 penalties for 108, 109 yards, excuse me, for the Ravens. Turnover battle, one apiece. Third down efficiency, 4 for 12 for the Raiders, 3 of 11. That's very crucial. 3 of 11 for the Ravens.
Okay.
Uh, we went 4 on 4 one time, didn't get it. Pass for 233. They passed for 232. Uh, here's where rushing was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran for 151 yards. We ran for 27.
27.
Yeah, had a rushing touchdown though. Uh, good
Madison.
Madison. Yeah, good looking brother. 18 to first downs to their 21. Uh, and that's it. Time of possession fairly even. All right,
Yeah.
so uh,
Based off that box score, if you didn't know the penalties were that uh, you know, big of a difference between the two teams, you'd be like, how the fuck did Las Vegas win this game with the way the stat sheet looked? I mean, I get that the turnover battle was about the same, but if you look, Gardner was also sacked 5 times compared to Lamar only being sacked twice, and I just I didn't even understand how they were able to pull this one out. If we're being honest, because based on that
pause.
that box, yeah, pause. Based on the box score, it shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't even have happened. 1.6
hmm
yards per carry. Uh, like we said, they gave up over 150 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Even up to the last play, Baltimore had a chance. Once Lamar started skating like that, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit worried because him in open field is very dangerous. He can make one move and they could win the game. But the
Yeah, you
guys
start
were,
thinking about just all of the bad luck we didn't had, and it
yeah,
starts to you get a little nervous, man, when you see him running up the middle of the field like that, and like, man, here we go.
yeah.
Uh, Already the play before that Jack had made on Likely
Oh
pretty
my
much
God,
saved that scenario from happening.
yeah,
It was almost man, of course, you know what I'm saying, but
yeah.
uh, oh man, it was just I was just happy with how everybody, the whole team, just continued to fight, man.
Yeah,
Even when it was looking
that
bleak
Yeah,
a couple times, man.
yeah, yeah. That's a fact.
Nobody gave up, and Minshew, 30 of 38 for 276, had a very bad interception. We can't have that type of stuff going forward.
Yeah,
But he did throw the touchdown to Devontae, and with him, I feel like he just starts saying, "Man, screw it, bro. If we're gonna do anything, or if I'm gonna do anything on this team in this offense, I'm gonna just trust 17, man. I'm about to just start throwing it to the dude downfield." And in the
well,
second
not
half,
only him. Well,
yeah,
not only him. He trusts the rookie too.
yeah,
Brock
Bowers
Yeah,
just be open though, bro.
yeah.
Bowers be open.
Br-
Tay be having two or three guys around him, and he'll still just like, man, fuck it, man. I'm throwing it to 17.
Yeah,
But Bowers, yeah, I was gonna get to him, but yeah, go ahead.
I feel like he just trusts the both of them. He trusts that Bowers is going to be open. He trusts that Tay will make the catch at any given time. So I could see multiple times in the game he was looking for 89. There was a couple times where, like you said, there was two and three people around Devontae, and he's like, all right, shit, where's 89 at?
Yeah,
Where is he at? And he had a huge game yesterday, as
yeah,
well as
man.
Tay did.
Definitely as advertised as a 13th overall pick. Um, Worth every pick, every dime of whatever they're paying him, and he was definitely worth that pick. He's a full load too, bro. When he catch the rock and
Yeah,
turns upfield, he's not an
yeah.
easy. You're not arm tackling this guy,
Yeah, that's where the Kittle comparisons come into, the yards after catch situation.
man.
He was just like that at Georgia, as you saw even during preseason. They used him at the halfback and fullback kind of role type thing, put him in the backfield. You see that he's lined up at wide receiver. He's lined up in line. They move him all over the place to get him open because they
Yeah,
know how dynamic he is. And with that being said, I owe the Raiders apology because on draft night I was frustrated because obviously we didn't get a quarterback.
yeah.
But Brock Bowers is a fantastic football player.
And I
He
think we
definitely
both
is.
was thinking, oh, lineman. We was thinking maybe
Yeah, it was.
Fuaga right there at that
Yeah,
13. But
but
yeah, we
yeah,
and yeah, we could have used Fuaga as it turns out. But
I'm glad we got Brock.
me too,
Absolutely
man.
glad.
Yeah, me too. We we end up getting JPJ. It just is unfortunate that he hasn't been able to
Yeah,
be out there.
absolutely.
So the Browers pick though, wow, he's been everything that I thought and more, bro, as a
Yeah.
first round pick. But you know, I think a crucial point in the game, man, was the it was two things. First, it was just one, but listening to this other podcast coming in to the studio today, I heard that something else, and I did see this, and it was cool. So, like, first thing, when Minshew threw the pick, he's going off the field dejected, and Max grabbed him like, "Hey,
Tighten the
you
fuck
know,
up. It's
anybody that
the
knows
yeah,
what what's up with football, he hit him with a, hey, we finna go get this money.
yeah,
Pick your head up because we about to go out here and get this MFer back, and we need you to, punch it in after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sweat this one. We
yeah,
got you.
yeah,
I thought that was huge, man. And Max, that just shows you the player that he has become and what he
yeah.
means to this franchise, man. And then the other thing, very crucial, uh, leading 23-16, the 4th and 1, Derrick Henry false start.
Yeah.
Uh, they punt the football, right?
Mhm.
Because of that, we get the ball in, you know.
Plus territory. Very plus territory.
Also, it was the dude ran out of bounds on his own or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Tack on, right?
yeah, the
Tacked
extra
on.
5 yards.
I think we get it plus 50-yard line, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. The punt was shanked. Like it
Oh,
got
then the
like
punt was shanked. There we go.
yeah, that's what happened
The
initially. The
punt was
punt was
shanked.
just
That's what it
shanked.
was. So
Like he
the
he might
the
have punted it. Like it's my bad. He might
20
have thrown it
yards
like
maybe.
20, 25 yards at most.
So the Derrick
So
Henry, false start, the shank punt. The Raiders are right there in plus territory, knocking on the door, and couple plays later, man, Devontae is scoring,
yeah,
tie the ball
even
game up.
even
So,
after the big drop that he had in that
uh,
same series.
man, can you imagine us talking about that today if
Yeah,
had we not
yeah,
won?
yeah,
Anyway, but crucial little things in the game, bro. Max picking up Minshew after the mistake, and then that crucial penalty, man, right there by Henry, changed everything, man. Uh, and usually that's the
yeah,
type of stuff that goes against us. So I'm just
yeah.
happy that we pulled that
AP has
game out,
them
man.
disciplined. Like we said, AP has them disciplined, man. Last year they were the least penalized team in the league, especially after he took over. We had a game where we had zero penalties, which I
That's
don't remember
crazy.
that
As a
happening
Raider
in
fan,
my
that ain't. I
lifetime.
don't believe that
Yeah,
happening either. Yeah, I
yeah.
believe I remember that
So,
happening either, for sure.
yeah, he has the guys ready to go, especially defensively. There was also another moment in the game. I think it was like early third quarter, late second quarter. AP is standing next to Luke Getsy, kind of giving him a stare down, like,
Oh,
"Hey, brother, what the fuck are you calling?"
yeah,
Like, I know, I'm a
yeah. You text
defensive
me that
guy.
picture, right? That,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know I'm a defensive guy, but let's get the ball rolling. And
So what?
that's the standard
What
that
was
he
the
has.
yardage at halftime? They had 40 yards or something.
Yeah, it
He
was
was
some
like,
crazy
he
shit.
was like, bro, I didn't bring you here for this.
Yeah, exactly. So, and to Getsy's credit, he started getting Brock Bowers open. He started getting plays where it was Tay was the primary read and shit. And it's like, brother, yeah, you're not in. This isn't Chicago last year anymore, where you only had DJ Moore, brother, and Cole Kmet. You got Devontae, you got Jacoby, you got Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
even got Trey Tucker for speed. So you got
yeah.
some weapons. Utilize them. Get creative.
So I was talking with one of the homies last night after the game. Shout out to H. And we was just saying, man, perhaps, and it's still early. We don't know the identity of the
Mhm.
team or anything like that, but perhaps with all the weapons, man, just kind of spread that thing out, man, and pass to run
Yeah,
instead of run to pass. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like once we get them all, spread it out and running everywhere, trying to cover all these zones and all these different weapons, then that's when you let Zeus or Zamir or Madison, slam the thing in there. Uh,
pause.
Pause, like, kind of like a old school run and shoot team. I'm not saying
Yeah,
change the offense to run and shoot, but I'm saying there's so many weapons. So if you spread everybody out and get them worried about everybody, then you got Tay that is going to command the double. Now
yeah.
you
I
got
mean,
softer boxes, man. You know what I'm
yeah. To
saying?
your point. To your point. I mean, in this day and age in the NFL, a lot of it is run and shoot. You got to utilize that RPO a little bit more. You got to
Yeah,
utilize misdirection and stuff a
yeah,
lot more. That's why the Chiefs are successful. That's why the Lions are successful. Even though like we said, the 49ers are more of a West Coast scheme. They still implement RPO and
yeah.
misdirection and their stuff.
Misdirection.
So
Yeah,
so we need to implement. I feel like going forward, we need to implement that a little bit more. Like you said, to clear some of the guys stacked up in the box out of there, and get one-on-one matchups for our offensive linemen and for
yeah,
our run.
yeah, man.
Because
Yeah, make it
you,
easier to run the ball, basically.
yeah, you saw me text you yesterday. After I had missed the call, my bad, my phone was on D&D. But yeah, so
It's all good.
after I text you, I said, yeah, 27 yards on 17 attempts ain't gonna
Like,
cut it. That
ouch. Yeah.
that is 1.6, 1.5 yards a carry, something like that.
Man, we need to be, knocking off 27-yard runs
Yeah.
in the game, and let alone having that for the entire game.
Have we even had a rush of 20 yards or more this year?
I think
Hell,
Zeus got
15 or
close
more?
to. I think he ran for 15.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe, maybe,
Yeah.
bro. I could be wrong, man. He might not have bust 15. I know he got like a 12, over 10-yard one
Yeah.
before, but maybe that's what they might end up doing. Getsy
Hmm.
is especially early in the season while he's trying to
Yeah.
figure out that
The
O
O
line.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I
which I'm
was,
not even going. I we won. They
yeah,
played good enough. They made enough blocks for us to win, but everybody got beat
yeah.
at least once.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody. And
some
like,
people more than once, and you know who
yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
Uh, and we might do some film work on you guys and expose you,
Yeah.
but you know what's up. So, let me say this: they asked AP how was he gonna challenge the O line. Did you hear what he said
No, I didn't hear that one.
with the depth chart? Oh
Hey,
man, oh I loved it.
hey, 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 like you said, you can't play Pop Warner football. You can't play football by seniority or anything like that. Once you get into, well, at any level, if you want to be a successful coach, really, whoever is the best gets to start. Whoever is performing at the highest level gets to start,
Is
and
that
that's just what
classic,
it
bro?
is. I mean,
Have you
that's
heard that
not
before from a coach?
what the
They go
see.
challenge players with the depth chart.
Oh no, no. In my experience, like I said, it's but I played a different sport. You know what I'm saying? Me playing
Yeah,
basketball is completely different. But most of the time, in my time playing basketball, most coaches went by seniority, and it was kind of like, bro, that's not even if I'm a senior, bro. If somebody is playing better than me, they need to be on the court more than I am. Period.
yeah,
That's just what it is, and
yeah.
that's a problem. Even though this has different from the Raiders, that's a problem with the Gators right now. He up there trying to run it like a Pop Warner team, and everybody gets to play and shit. Nah, bro. No, nah. This is big time football. You can't do that. So straight up, like he said, challenge them with the depth chart. If you keep fucking up, and I'm gonna look at practice and start. Oh, I see that he doing the same shit that you doing. Well, fuck it. I might as well give him a chance. Let's go ahead. You number two in the depth chart. I bet you get in the weight room a little bit more. I bet you
Yeah,
start watching film more.
yeah.
I bet you start working on technique more.
And hopefully you get back out there because
Yeah,
dude might come in and just
take your
you know
spot straight up.
straight up, and you never get in there again. End up getting
Yeah,
traded or something.
hell yeah.
So yeah, that's what he said, man, about that O line, bro. He's not playing with those guys. Yeah,
I love to hear it because after that performance yesterday, like I said, you saw we gave up more sacks, we had far less rushing yards than they did,
yeah,
and like you said, each and everybody got beat more than once. Nah,
yeah, yeah.
hell no, hell no.
Some of it was comical,
Yeah, yeah, it like extremely comical,
and
like just
some of it doesn't look fixable, which is concerning. Like
mhm,
just players being overpowered is concerning to me. Now, sometimes you get caught a little off leverage, and it happens. But that's a situation going forward that in the interior O line that we're gonna have to be monitoring, bro. Because I, you know, Puna Ford and that dude number 98 yesterday. There are times, bro, when they just say, "I'm going in the A gap. I'm
yeah,
I'm going in their backfield through the A gap, and I know that neither the center nor the guard can stop me from doing it."
yeah,
And that's not gonna that of course doesn't make for a good running game, but
at
that
all.
doesn't even make for good football.
Yeah,
So
at
that
all.
is gonna we're gonna have to monitor that going forward. Me and you talked about putting the young fella down in there, and you see they did change. So what's the name started? Whitehair started, and they threw
Mm-hmm.
Andrews Pete in there for a few downs, few series, man.
Mm-hmm.
Challenging that dude with the depth chart, like AP said, bro. So,
Yeah.
and he got back in there and was able to, hang on for the most part, bro. But that's
But
something
like
to monitor going forward.
I'm sure, as you know, I mean, you play college football. It's kind of hard to keep switching guys in and out of there at that offensive line
Yeah,
position. It's not like defensive line where it's like come in, get 2 or 3 reps, and then hop out for 2 or 3 plays, come back and get 2 or 3 reps, hop out for two. It's not the same. Like so that that consistency and continuity needs to get built quickly and fast because you can't keep subbing them in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. We saw that the beginning of the season for the last 2 years with Josh McDaniels trying to figure out the O line. And like we said, it was garbage at the beginning of the season. But
Yeah.
I do agree that they should be challenged with the depth chart. Absolutely. I do agree with that point.
Just as a sidebar, they benching Bryce in Carolina for Andy Dalton.
Wow.
Just saw that.
Mm,
Anyway,
wow.
that's a whole nother thing. I guess we might cover that on All Grinder, perhaps later during the week
I mean, yeah.
on the other show on our uh,
So
on
does
our
this
pregame
mean
show.
so I mean, I've seen some Raider fans say they want Bryce Young to come to town. I mean, call in and see about that trade. So with this benching happening, do you think that the the team has somewhat not saying his teammates, but like as far as coaching staff and GM, they somewhat given up on him, or are they giving him a break?
It it does not look good. It does definitely doesn't say we're confident in you. It's definitely
Yeah,
not saying that. Now, is he saying, look, we're gonna kind of restart you? Uh, you know what I mean? Bring you back to help you get started again. Maybe they are doing that. This coach didn't draft him. Maybe he's
yeah,
like, man, I don't know why we got this guy. We need to move on. So I guess that's gonna play out. But people are calling right
yeah,
now. Telesco's probably, you know, talked to AP real quick and was like, AP probably was like, man,
yeah.
call, just see what's up. Um,
Straight up.
because sometimes a guy like that needs a change of scenery.
I just feel like with him, with how much Carolina gave up to trade up for him, I just don't think they can give up on him this early. It, I think you have to, let Andy Dalton go out there for 2 or 3 games, maybe teach the kids some poise or something like that. A little bit more poise, and because
Then get
you
him
gave
back
up
out there.
so yeah, you gave up so much to get him. You gave up far too much to get him.
I
You can't.
agree with
There's no
that.
looking back now.
He gave up, mortgaged the future for him.
Yeah,
It's not going well right now. But so we're gonna see Andy Dalton uh, in
yeah,
Vegas.
next week. Yeah.
It's
Um,
interesting.
like I said, if we won the game as we did this Sunday, we got some more less than desirable teams showing up.
And I don't
Uh,
even want to get
it-
into that like Raider
yeah,
fans do, man.
yeah. So
we gonna truly
that's why I
take
said
it step by step, week by week, saying what we need to do, and hoping that they go out there and get that done.
no, for sure. That's why I said they got to take care of business right here, right now on Sunday in
Yeah,
Baltimore, and they took care of
Panthers.
business. And
Yeah,
now it's the Panthers. Now
right.
you have a team that's somewhat dejected, but at the same time, any given Sunday, be ready to
Wounded
play.
animal, right? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. And when you have a wounded animal, what's the worst thing to do? Kind of reach in there without caution. They're gonna bite the shit out you.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna
And
they're
then
gonna attack.
you're all effed up. You
Yeah,
feel me? And you caught you when you wasn't expecting it, right?
exactly. Now you laughing stock of the league because you lost to the Panthers. You haven't won a
Yeah.
game in I don't know how long. I mean, or won consecutive games in I don't know how long.
So what do? You go in there and treat these guys like,
Like
with
you
the
playing the
same,
Chiefs.
yep, with the same intensity that you had Sunday.
Yeah.
Um, and the same determination and all that. And then, yeah, if we start getting after them pretty good, okay, then, maybe let some guys play or whatever, but not until, we up three,
Yeah.
4 touchdowns, if that happens.
Yeah.
Uh, but I don't want to see any let up.
No, at all. Not at
All
all.
right, so we going into pregame. We're gonna stop. We recapping. All right. So, all right, let's do right here. Let's give out some game balls, man. We're gonna give out game balls on the show when we win, when the Raiders win. So offense and defense, we probably got a lot of the same guys. So and I know I didn't tell you any of this like overnight or anything, so you didn't write nothing
No.
down. So after off the top of your head, from the game you saw, I don't know how many times you saw it by now. Um, who you got? Offense or
Um,
defense, done, whatever.
the obvious ones that we saw were Max and Tay. They had huge games. Max had 6 tackles, uh, 2 for loss, 2 sacks. Um, I think pass deflection as well. But I'm gonna go in a little bit different direction. Um, Robert Spillane had a magnificent game. I think he had 15 tackles or 12. I know he had double digits at the
10
very
total
least.
tackles,
Oh, he had 10.
and a pick.
Okay, okay. So he had a pick, and that pick wasn't necessarily easy to make. He actually snatched it out of old dude's hands. You know what I'm saying? So
Led the team in tackles.
and he had 2 pass deflections. So my pick for defensive game ball is going to be Robert Spillane. Obviously, we saw Max have the huge game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going in a little bit direction from what is usual. As we saw, Tay had a huge game. I'm going to give game ball to Brock Bowers, the rookie, going a little bit in a different direction.
Yeah, we got all the same guys. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a huge game. Had a absolutely huge game, and honorable mention for Jack Jones with that big fast breakup on the sideline there, and Cash Money Carlson for the game winner, even though it
Yeah, I
was
was
an
gonna say
easier kick.
Cash Money, man. Yeah, I'm I'm
Yeah,
back calling him Cash Money again.
so, but the definitive two for me, even though Tay and Max are the more popular picks, are Brock Bowers and Robert Spillane. They had excellent football games yesterday.
I am right there with you. Did I have anybody else besides those guys?
Oh,
So,
Wilkins had a. I don't know if you saw that play where he had sacked Lamar in the fourth quarter. Not Wilkins, but Max.
yeah, and
Well,
he jumped over him.
Wilk. Oh my gosh, yes. Wilkins
Uh,
came over and absorbed the double team pause perfectly. Max shot up there. Oh my gosh, man.
yeah,
I'm just so happy that we finally have
and Max was
a
so
deep.
sudden on that. Lamar couldn't even do anything. Just
Oh, he had
collared
no
him up.
choice. Yeah. So I'm just glad we finally got a defensive tackle that can, get Max free. He doesn't even have to fight truly as hard as much throughout the game. So he's
Yeah,
fresh in
he
the
can
fourth
get,
quarter.
and you see he has 3 sacks in 2 games. So
Yeah,
it's already paying dividends. Christian
absolutely.
Wilkins already, the 2 highest paid players on the football team, by the way. Um, Also, man, I'm gonna say, old Gardner, man. I know he had the bad pick, but he hung in there, man. And
Yeah,
the gunslinger in him came out, man, in the fourth quarter, man. So for hanging in there and making the throws that he did, his numbers end up not sounding bad at the end of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and hold out a ball also, for old Gardner, man.
yeah,
Plus all those guys that you said, Max, Spillane, uh, Devontae, Bowers, Cash Money Carlson, and yeah, we're gonna add old Minshew in there, man.
yeah.
And I'm gonna give an honorable mention to the ball coach, man. We
Oh
we
yeah,
went we
definitely.
went for it, didn't get it, but I see you, man. I see
Yeah,
the growth, bro, and you were totally right. I like the call too. We just missed it.
yeah,
Take
yeah,
a little bit better throw from Gardner. That's a
yeah,
touchdown.
yeah,
So, shout out to the old ball coach, man. I saw you keeping the guys in it, and I seen you just from last week. You know what I'm saying? You made that improvement. You went for it in
yeah.
that situation, man. So shout out to the ball coach as well, man. So you got any final thoughts, bro, before I let the people go?
No, ready to see some all 22 and breakdown from Baldy, on what the Raiders did well. Um, oh, Jacorian Bennett has come along quite finely here.
Yes.
But brother, on that last play, do not back the football down.
What was he
It,
thinking?
I know the ball had already been thrown forward,
So
but
what?
brother,
Just
because
get
I
it.
think yeah, Spillane came and grabbed. I think it was Spillane or Marcus Epps who came grabbing. And was like, bro, do not do that shit ever again.
Yeah.
Like
What
ever.
was he? I would like to hear what he was thinking. That
Like I said, the ball had already been thrown forward, so I think that he saw. I'm thinking that he saw that already, knew that the play was dead and heard the whistles and everything, was just like, fuck it, the game's over with. Like we're done here. What are y'all still doing? Why are y'all still trying to go?
And that was
Uh,
weird, man.
that's why I said I was like, bro, just catch the ball, fall down. That's it. But other than that, brother, you had a great game. You played well.
Yeah,
You have so far so good this season. A couple plays you got beat. I mean, it's gonna happen as a
it's
corner.
the
But
it's the National Football League. Yeah,
yeah, but overall, you played a fine game. You played a fine game, and it
he
was
did.
good to
He
see
did.
AP Telesco meeting AP in the tunnel, and they high fived and hugged it out. He was hyped. He was so hyped. He bumped into a little lady standing next to Telesco. He even gave her a hug and kiss on the head. And he was
Yeah,
hugging everybody.
yeah.
It was good to see AP get his first win as a permanent head coach for the Raiders. And how happy he and the team was and everybody around them worked for the team. So it's good to see good vibes back in Las Vegas here.
And it's appropriate the win that he got. Uh,
Yeah.
Not a probable win. Nobody had him doing it. Had the Raiders
Yeah.
doing it
49 straight losses with us trailing by 10 points or more going to the fourth quarter.
with
49 straight.
nobody thought AP would be
Mm-hmm.
here. So for him to
Mm-hmm.
get the win in a game where nobody thought the Raiders would win is definitely appropriate and not lost on me. Uh, so yeah, thanks for that nice little tidbit there. There was something else that I had thought about. So yeah, man, I just want to give a little shout out to Janarius Robinson and Charles
Oh,
Snowden.
yes. Yeah, they did a fine job on the other side while Kuntz and Wilson out. Fine job.
These are guys that people don't know about. You know what I mean? They're roster guys. They spent time on the practice squad, all that, bro. Um, so yeah, J. Rob and Snowden, shout out to you guys, man. You're recognized by the nation, and we see you. Oh,
Yeah.
saw a little bit of Masterson in there.
Yeah.
And so
Finally.
yeah,
Finally. Yeah,
I
finally.
think
Because
it's slowly but
I
surely,
don't
you know,
I don't know if you saw me in the group chat, but I was about to lose it with Diablo there in that first
when he
touchdown.
fell on his face that time and
Yeah,
just whiffed the
uh,
guy.
man, I'm at my wits end, man. I'm sorry, I cannot see him for extended period of time out there on that football field,
And
and
he did have the play where he came and got underneath Ricard and
mhm,
as the lead blocker kind of stuffed the whole play. Spillane made the tackle, but he made the
yeah,
play. And it's like that. He'll flash, but we need consistency,
that's all I'm
brother.
asking for.
But I know the play where he
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, I'm just like, dude, I can't. It's just like you said, one play you go out and make the perfect play like that, so your guy can get 1-on-1 and make the tackle in the backfield. Next play, you're falling straight on your face, whiffing on the tackle. You're like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? So and then shout out Patrick Graham. I said it time and time again. Not gonna lie,
PG.
AP is gonna have to start looking for his replacement because I feel like he's gonna be a head coach next year.
Yeah.
I, that's the only reason I say that. I don't say it
Hopefully
like
it's
he's gonna get fired or anything like that, but
we
we
looking
got
at
good right
Coach
now.
Alexander, I believe it is, right? The safeties coach. We know
Yeah.
we already think we know where we're gonna go with it, but yeah, you're so right about him. He's
Yeah,
definitely gonna get more interviews.
like we said, if he does not have a head coaching job next year, we know it's there's some tall people are in the way. Let's just say that because what he's done with this Raiders defense, it's specifically after McDaniels has been fired and stopped joysticking it. It has been second to none. I have not seen a defense like this since even when Khalil Mack was there because it was just 9 times out of 10 it was just Khalil Mack going crazy.
So it has a feel to me, bro, of a group of guys getting better along with the coach getting better, all
Yeah,
coming together at the same time. Like Patrick Graham is now unafraid of calling some more exotic stuff that he probably had buried way back in the playbook before that he wouldn't dare bring out because he didn't
yeah,
have the guys. He didn't feel like. But now he's had these guys. He's been able to draft some guys, been sitting in on drafts and saying, hey, I need this type of guy. I need that type of guy. He got Wilkins in as a free agent. And he's like, you know what, man, I got some pieces. And look, he doing all
yeah,
this without Tyree and Malcolm. So,
yeah,
you know, uh, yeah, shout out to PG, man. You right. We might be looking for a decor after season, but we're not gonna do all
Yeah,
that Raider fan stuff yet. We just gonna take it season, game by game throughout the season, week by week. Like the next time we'll see the people, man. Thursday pregame show for Carolina
absolutely,
at Allegiant
absolutely.
Stadium this coming Sunday.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
all right, so I'm good. You good? Anything
Uh,
else?
nah, I ain't got nothing for the people. Just win, baby. Raider
Hey man,
Nation, stay up. Let's keep this going.
26-23 at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, man. The Raiders
Yeah,
beat the Ravens.
like I told you, Cash Money Carlson gonna redeem himself. Even though it
That's
was a
money.
easier, it was a little bit easier kick, but it's still the NFL. He redeemed himself.
One of them was long. It was like 50 something. One of them was so.
Yeah, no, I was just talking about the game winner. Yeah, one of them was
Yeah,
like 53, I think it was
yeah.
52. So
Cash money. You back,
yeah,
baby. You
it
got your
just
handle back.
yeah. Last thing, I'm sorry. The kickers overall had a big day yesterday. Carlson had like 3 or 4. Tucker had 3. Fairbairn, I think he had 4 or 5 last night.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tucker missed
Across
a
the league,
crucial one
yeah,
too.
he definitely
Turn
did.
as it
Yeah.
turns out, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. So, we gonna let y'all go, man. Like we always say, just win, baby. Peace.
Peace. Holla.